Hey guys, it's Alyssa from AlyssaNalani.com. Welcome back to my channel. As you saw from the title of the video, today I'm going to be unboxing my 2020 Power Sheets. My beautiful yellow package just arrived on my doorstep today, and I am really itching to get it open, but I wanted to show you. I wanted to unbox it for the channel and give you a quick flip through. This is my first time ever using Power Sheets. This is my first time holding them, seeing them in person. I have watched the product develop over the past few years on social media, and I've always kind of been interested in trying them out, but I've never taken the plunge. And I really regretted it this year, not doing it for 2019. So when launch time was coming back around for 2020, I knew that I was going to get myself a set this time because I didn't want to feel that kind of regret come 2020. So this is it for me. This is the first time. Now, I did only order the Power Sheets themselves. I did not get any accessories. So if this is your first time seeing Power Sheets and you want to see some accessories on camera, then just search on YouTube and you will find really good videos on some of the accessories because they've got great accessory options. As you can see, I haven't even broken the tape yet, and I'm going to try and do this without damaging myself. Here we go. Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm so excited. All right, here we go. Ta-da! Oh my gosh, you guys, I have seen this box. I feel like I already know it. I've seen it so much on Instagram and on Facebook. This is Laura Casey's, I guess, signature questions or signature statement. You know, all of those things you've always wanted to do, you should go do them. And if you've never listened to her podcast, I highly recommend it. If you've never read any of her books, I highly recommend them. I read Make It Happen a long time ago. I listened to the audiobook, and now I'm going through Cultivate, and it's such a good book, you guys. This is the beautiful sticker that they included in every package that was ordered, or every product package, I should say, that was ordered on launch day. So this is no longer available, but it's super nice. You can, sorry, I'm out of frame. You can put it on your computer or on your planner, wherever you'd like. Beautiful, beautiful sticker. And then this card, hello, best year ever. Awesome. Again, I'm out of frame, guys. I'm so sorry. Anyway, there it is. So cute. I love their colors, you guys. I love their colors. So as you can see, I went with the confetti. I almost called it seeds because they call these seeds, but it's the confetti pattern. And I was actually torn between confetti and pink linen. But I thought, you know what, let's go with all the colors. So confetti it is. And they packaged this really well, guys. So there's bubble wrap. There was the little air pocket things. I don't know what you call those. And then the plastic covering as well. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited! I have been waiting so long for this moment. It's almost surreal. Seriously, guys, I am so excited right now. Okay. I feel like I have to have a moment here. Now, I knew that they put a lot of effort into making a good, beautiful, well-crafted product, but seriously, you guys, they've accomplished it. I mean, 110%. It is absolutely stinking gorgeous. Now, I've been standing this whole time. I'm going to sit down and hopefully stay in frame because I want to be able to see this better. Oh my gosh, you guys, seriously. Okay, let me get this open and stop gushing. All right, so this is the first year that they've done the hardcover, and this is the first time that they've done the gold metal corners. So those are two super awesome features, which I think are great. And then this is also the first time that they've done the pocket here in the front cover. This is just packaging. And then we have the cards. So this is her statement again. You know all those things you've always wanted to do, you should go do them. And this is a card to write down your word of the year, which I definitely will be doing. And then this other beautiful gold foil, 2020, let's do this. Awesome. Love these. There's nothing on the back. Oh, this is a postcard. Nice. You know, it would be lovely to send this to somebody, but I might keep it for myself. They do have greeting cards, which if they haven't sold out by the time I can get some, I will get some because I really want to keep that card. Okay, so here we go. Clear vision, intentional goals. Let's get this open. So the first page is all about how this product is used, how you use the Powersheets. And then the next page is your, I believe they call this a nameplate, right? This is where you write your name, and then the date you started. Now, Laura Casey encourages you to be messy. And I totally get why, and I'm totally all on board for that. But I will be practicing my name before I write it in here and choosing my color. I don't know, I might just do black, but I might choose a color and I'm going to be practicing it a couple of times because I don't know, this is just too beautiful. And again, I totally understand why she says that. That's part of her message in that we do our work and our pursuit of what we want in life doesn't happen in a perfect environment. It happens in the mess and in the midst of dirt. And so she definitely encourages you to be messy and not to worry about everything being perfect in here. But again, I will make this look pretty when I write my name. Okay, next page is a page of stickers, which of course I love. Again, if they're not sold out by the time I'm ready to get me some, I will be purchasing a set of her stickers, a copy of her sticker book. All right, so this first section is all prep work. So I'm just gonna go through these really, really quick. I'm fairly familiar with them from what I saw from last year's. So first you have 2020 goal ideas where you can just jot down, kind of do a brain dump and jot down the things that you'd like to pursue next year. They don't have to be perfect. They're not etched in stone. Then there's a spread to kind of discover things about yourself and check off things about yourself, which I think is really, really cool. We are able to pursue what we want in life when we know what we want and who we are a little bit better. And then here is a place where you can write down what fires you up, what makes you excited about life, what encourages you, what keeps you motivated, so on and so forth. And then you have the space for evaluation. Now, I did a video at the beginning of the year, and I'm trying to see if I don't have it on me, but this is quite similar. I'm still looking for it. It's not here. Okay, this is quite similar to what I kind of adapted for myself using sort of the level 10 life and I believe it was another kind of concept from Michael Hyatt from his book, Living Forward. I kind of married those two and came up with my own system where I had the different areas in my life that I wanted to pursue and do better at. And so I had a list, and I wish I had it on me right now, but I had a list of the different areas, my different life priorities, and then I had another list of what I wanted to pursue in each one of these priorities. And so this is very similar to that. It's a lot prettier. And then the way that she works the process throughout the sheets is super cool too. So, which is why I decided to get them. So I'm fairly familiar with this process, and it's a super good way to stay on top of the different areas of your life. So she has 8 areas, 4 and 4, as you can see. And this is where you evaluate where you're at now. So that's why there are these numbers here. I'm going to check to make sure I'm still in frame. We are. Awesome. That's why you have these numbers here so that you can use them to evaluate where you think you are in each one of these areas. And then she talks about breaking your identity box, and then taking time to work on who you really are. Okay. And then next, she's got a page where you address some of the fears that you have. And this, for me, this is super important because I do have a lot of fears, and fear has done its job in the past of holding me back from certain things, which is one of the reasons why, actually, that was the big reason why I chose brave as my word for last year, and it served me well. And so this, I think, is a really great exercise and something that's important as we move into a new year. This is where you talk about the things that worked for the year and the things that didn't work. So what was good and what was challenging. These are pages where you can write down the lessons you've learned and the people in your life that you are grateful for. Also very important. And then there's another worksheet here about time. So feeling like time is flying by, so on and so forth. And then where you can write down the big picture. What will matter to you when you are 80 years old? I think this is where she asks that. Yeah. Where do you want to be when you're 80? That's a question that she asks. And what will matter to you when you're 80 and what won't matter to you when you're 80? That's the big picture. And pursuing those things that are actually going to matter when you are older and not having regrets that you could have avoided. And then this talks about your legacy that you want to leave. This talks about threads, which is a concept that she carries on in this process. And then this talks about, this is a space where you can envision what a cultivated year would look like. And she's got some prompts for that. This is another space to kind of work together with your big picture vision and with the goals for the year. I'm really just scanning this. I don't know. I could be totally doing this page a disservice, but that's what it looks like to me. Big picture vision and goal ideas for the year. And so you're just building up on what you have done in these past pages. This is a space to write down what you're saying no to for 2020 and what you're saying yes to for 2020. So bad habits, maybe relationships, different things, situations, anything can go in these lists. And then this is where you choose your word for the year, and you write down the word for the year, and you write down why you chose that word. And then this is where we talk about what your best year would look like. And so she's got some prompts here where you can journal what that looks like for you. And then this last page in the section is for creating a vision board, which I love. I love vision boards. I wanted to make one for 2019, didn't quite get around to one. So I definitely have that on my to-do list for 2020. Okay, so this first section here is goals. And this is where you work on actually choosing your goals and simplifying them, as you can see, and then setting them up. So this is your goals layout. It's your master list for the year. This is thick paper. I thought I had to turn another one. She's given you space for choosing 8 goals. You don't have to choose 8 goals. You can do 4, you can do 5, however many work for you. But I don't know if it was in her podcast or if it was in her book or a video from last year's Powersheets where I think she said something about why she chose 8. And that just being a good number for something that, how did she put it? It was a good number where your success rate would be higher. I'm paraphrasing what I think she said. But anyway, this is a doable number. In other words, it's not too much where you might get overwhelmed. But again, you can obviously do fewer than 8. And then this is how the action plan worksheets work. So you're going to take those 8 goals and you're going to start breaking them down and creating an action plan for each of those. And in another video where I talk about what I'll be doing for next year, I'll kind of compare how I set myself up for 2019 in comparison with how the Powersheets are set up. It's some of the same concepts, but this is set up way better. And you don't have to do all of the front work. Like, you don't have to set it up yourself. It's all right here, and it's a lot better, and it's packaged much better. And it's just a much better system that they put together. So anyway, now we have a yearly overview where you can break down the years into quarters. which I love. I'm a true believer in life coming in seasons, literally and figuratively, and I love looking at the year in seasons. So you've got your 4 quarters, you can kind of map things out, see where you might want to place them. I'm thinking I might use like sticky notes as, ways to not be so permanent on the page, but like be able to move things around. So like the mini sticky notes, I might use those in this section. And then you've got January, and each month is set up the exact same way. So you have a sheet where you can prepare important things you're excited for, things that are worrying or stressing you out, worrying about or stressing you out, and then things that you are hopeful for. And then you've got your month on 2 pages. And this is something that they added this year. Because Powersheets aren't supposed to work like your daily planner or like your regular agenda, this isn't necessarily a place where you would write down your appointments or responsibilities. This is more for tracking and planning your actual goals. So all that stuff you wrote in here, this is a place where you can map it out on a calendar and see how it works. What's the word I'm looking for? Logistically. And this is a new addition. They did not have that this year or last year. So that was something that I guess people wanted, and they listened and they put it in. Now we have a list of tips for tending, for your tending list, which is this here, which I think is super cool. And then you can also set your goals to focus on for the month and your ideas for action items. And then you have your tending list for the month. And this is the entire sheet that really is what you would take to your planner. So whether you're working in a daily, weekly, or monthly planner, whatever it is, however you have it set up, this is like your planner's best friend, because this is the actionable stuff that you are going to filter in and put in your weekly setup, your daily setup, your monthly setup, and so on. Okay, so that's your tending list. It is perforated because you can take it out and put it in your planner or your journal or your refrigerator or on your desk or your bulletin board or whatever. This is my first year, y'all, and I'm really nervous that I'm gonna lose it, so I don't think I'm gonna tear it out. But I do think that I am going to take a picture of it maybe and have it on my phone or my iPad so that I can have it with me mobilely. But I don't think I'm gonna tear it out because I don't know, I'm a perfectionist that way. It is blank on this side because they do anticipate you tearing it out. And then this is your space to review your month at the end. So at the end of January, you go through this and kind of take stock of how that month went. And then this side is blank because this is where you can tape in or paperclip in a wildcard sheet, which I have not yet seen them in full. I still have to look at them. But yeah, this is where you would put that. I imagine you could also attach them to the back of a dashboard as well. So then you have February and March, exact same setup. And then, oh, awesome. Okay, I did not know this. Then you have a section for, I did know this, I didn't anticipate it having its own divider. I don't know why. I just didn't anticipate that. So after the quarter, then you get to refresh your goals. That I did know. So for spring, you've got this spring clutter checklist. So, spring is especially set aside for spring cleaning. So she addresses clearing the clutter. And then you have some worksheets to refresh your goals. So this is the same setup that you had at the beginning of the year, and now you're evaluating where you are in these different areas. And then you have another master list, because quite frankly, things change, and you may set a goal or a task or a project or something at the beginning of the year, and maybe that's over and you have room for something else, or maybe it didn't work out the way you wanted it to, and you have to reassign or adjust something. So every quarter, she gives you spaces to refresh your goals, which I think is brilliant. Then we get through the spring quarter and we go into the summer quarter. And summer talks about having a fruitful summer. Let's see, making connections, so on and so forth. She has some ideas here and some prompts for what to start cultivating during the summer. And then we have another goal refresh set up here. And then we have the summer quarter. And I'm loving these colors, you guys. Oh, her brand has gorgeous, gorgeous colors. I love it. And then we have the fall. In the fall, she talks about cultivating contentment. Savoring things in life, and that cultivates contentment, which is lovely. That's for the fall. And then you've got your fourth quarter goal refresh, or third quarter. That would be your third quarter goals refresh. And then you get into the winter, or fall, I should say, fall and winter quarter, your fall quarter. And then by that time, the 2021 Powersheets will have launched. And you'll be ready to start afresh for another quarter, which would be the first quarter of the next year. All right, so at the end, okay, I did remember right. At the end, you have your month in review for December, of course, and then you have a place where you can celebrate your progress. I don't have one of those cards. Celebrate your progress throughout the entire year. Now, I did see in another video that the lady in the video had said that she had forgotten this was there. But what it looks, okay, so I assumed that you were supposed to write down your highlights as the months progressed. So after January, you write down your highlight. After February, you write down your highlight, and so forth. But this is supposed to be at the end because you're supposed to look back on the entire year and write down your highlights from the month, because you should technically have enough information in your Powersheets or even in your planners, whatever auxiliary tools you're using, to be able to write down what your wins are for the year. So I'm assuming that's why that's in the back. And then that's it. And she's got a little note here congratulating you for having made it through the year. And then again, her signature statement. All those things you've always wanted to do, you should go do them. And that's it. Oh my goodness, you guys. I am so excited that I purchased these, that I went ahead and made the purchase. I couldn't be more thrilled. And during November and December, I'm going to be setting these up for myself. I'm going to start writing some stuff down. I will be sharing some things. I don't know what and in what capacity. Powersheets aren't necessarily meant to be shared in the sense that they are very personal and the process is personal. So I still haven't decided how I want to share this and what to share, but I definitely will be sharing something because it's too good to keep to myself. And so anyway, if you have any questions about these, definitely leave them in the comments below. I do have a link where you can go to the shop and get a set of your own if you have not yet purchased these. And you can also take a look at all of the accessories. It's a beautiful product. I am so glad I got them, guys. I would have regretted it so much. I really, really would have. And so I don't want you to regret it either if it's something that you have been maybe thinking about, contemplating. If you have the room in your budget, it is a little bit of an investment for some of us. But we're worth investing in, and your life is worth investing in. And think of all the other things you could spend the money on and maybe decide whether or not you might be spending money that you could be spending on something like this. So I'm just going to pop my cards in here because they're so beautiful. So anyway, any questions, comments, leave them below. I am beyond satisfied, and I can't wait to use this. All right, I'm going to end this before I keep rambling. Thank you guys so much for watching. I also got a planner. I don't know if I mentioned it already, but I also got a planner, the one that I'm going to be using for next year, which I'll be unboxing here in just a couple minutes. And so look for that video shortly as well. I hope you guys are having a great day. I will talk to you later and see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.